All right, back with another tape review. This one looking at some fun details and a few fun facts about the photos. I'm going to stay away from reviewing any of this music here and just sort of focus on some of the art and some fun details. This is Grand Puba's 2000 album. The photographer that photographed these photos here is Joshua Jordan. He is a very established commercial photographer in New York City, working at Pier 59 Studios. I had the pleasure of loading up equipment orders for him lots of times, and it was kind of fun to look back at this cover art and recognize that it was him. But all these years later, I realized that somehow there was a pack hanging out in here. And if you know New York City photo equipment, you know that studios kind of identify their gear with certain colors, and that pack came from Trek. So that was just kind of a fun detail. I guarantee you're not going to find any packs hanging out in the back of Joshua Jordan's photos these days. This one is a head scratcher to me. This is Slim Shady's album, classic album. It got a lot of listens. The tape is really beat up. But I can't understand how this happened, and I'm not here to judge anybody for spelling because I'm the world's first or second worst speller, so I'm not here to judge. But the cover art here was done by Danny Hastings. They're awesome photos. The cover art here is amazing. I've looked over this a million times, but it wasn't until a lot of years later that I realized that there was a spelling mistake here, and it wasn't Danielle Hastings who photographed the cover art, but it was Danny Hastings. And I don't know how that happened. There was about 8 million of these tapes made, and that's a pretty big spelling mistake. But big shout out to Danny Hastings. I'm going to do a whole series on him. He's amazing. Another time. Here's one that really hits home for me. This tape I've had since it came out. I've listened to it a lot. I spend a lot of time with the cover art. It's a classic photo. It's a photo that means a lot to me. It's a beautiful photograph. I opened this up and looked at Mariah a lot of times. She's a beautiful woman, and it's an amazing photo. And it was photographed by Kip Meyer, who I had the pleasure of being first assistant to for a lot of years. And it means a lot to me to have been his assistant and to have learned from somebody who was able to capture such an amazing photo. And fun fact, later on this summer, I'm going to photograph Kip's daughter's wedding down in DC. So it's just kind of amazing how inspiration comes full circle.